On July 25th, 2022, Invoice.eu published an article called The Worst Accounting Scandal in US History. That brings me to my next question. How would you feel if you missed out on your piece of $74 billion? That's a lot of money. Well, that's exactly what happened to many shareholders during the Enron scandal of 2001. Enron was an energy and service-based corporation out of Houston, Texas, and prior to the scandal was actually named America's most innovative company for 6 straight years. CEO Jeff Killing and Ken Lay reportedly were keeping massive amounts of debt off of balance sheets that were being sent into accountants for years upon years. After realizing stock prices were being raised way higher than usual, whistleblower Sharon Watkins reported this incident, which caused all of the information to be unraveled that they were keeping all of this debt off of balance sheets. This resulted in many shareholders losing their retirement funds and thousands of people losing their jobs. Although this is a horrible situation for many people that were involved, I do find this sort of thing extremely interesting, and that is one of the reasons I want to become an accountant. This stuff like this doesn't happen on the day-to-day, but when it does, it is extremely interesting to read about, learn about, and I want to be right there on the forefront, uncovering all of these scandals with fellow accountants. On the day-to-day, an accountant will help organizations make critical financial decisions, whether that's preparing financial statements, managing budgets, or providing really good financial advice to a person or to a business/organization. The starting salary for an accountant in the US out of college is usually around $50,000 if you don't do an internship. Internships, you will usually start around $22 to $30 an hour and you will not be on salary. I do think an internship would be a really good idea just so you get the hands-on experience before jumping into a position that you may not be ready for. And whenever you get to the higher level of accounting, you will start pulling in those 6-figure salary checks, ranging from $100,000 to $175,000 on the higher end. The major preferred for this career field is going to be a finance degree. I'm currently pursuing a business finance degree, which is the preferred major, but there are also many certifications that will help you stamp that gold star onto your resume for when you're walking into your future boss's desk. The main certification a lot of accountants get is their CPA. Your CPA makes you a certified public accountant. That is just one more thing to raise your draft stock for when you're walking into that interview meeting. In 2025, an article was published called 2025 In-Demand Finance and Accounting Roles and Hiring Trends. This was published January 31st, 2025 and written by Robert Half. He says 40% of accountants will be given a raise and the job market will go up by 40%. He also reports that many certifications are being lessened. So it's going to take less to become an accountant because we need that many more accountants. So they're lowering the requirements to become one. This is something to keep in mind whenever you're searching for a major, or maybe you're interested in accounting and you really don't know. There is a high job market. And I had the pleasure of interviewing a first-year accountant named Owen Seaver. He works for Armstrong Butkus Co., which is currently the #1 accounting firm in West Texas. His official role is staff accountant, staff 2. He makes around $65,000 and he is in his first year of accounting. He did an internship where he made $25 an hour and he said he loved it. He said that there are many bonuses, including good health insurance, quarterly bonuses if you meet your quotas, and they feed you, man. It's a teamwork environment, and there's so many good things that come with being an accountant. He says you're always learning, and there's a really good team environment. He is a football player, so I know he appreciates that team environment, and I am as well, so I will appreciate that team environment to the max. I discovered that Owen says he only uses 25% of what he learned in college on his day-to-day job. He says most of what he learned in his accounting classes is helpful for what he does on the day-to-day, but his other classes weren't really helpful, in that internship really did help him because he got hands-on experience and got to learn a lot of things on the fly, on the job. My next step towards becoming an accountant will be finishing college, getting my business finance degree, and applying for different internships, whether that's at Armstrong Buckus Co. or any other accounting firm in the nation. But this is something that I am really interested in. I wanted to thank Owen for letting me interview him, and I want to thank you guys as well as Professor for listening to this, giving me your time. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, whether it's the evening, the afternoon, or the morning when you're listening to this, and thank you.